Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis for what I have decided is in fact the final episode. So that's exciting. I'm not going to bother building this university all the way to full because we know how long that takes. We've done it twice already. So it's just a matter of time, and honestly it's not set up in such a way that the game doesn't intend you to have three colleges. They're pulling from each other, and it would level up much quicker if these other two didn't exist. But they do. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the prison island here, and then call it a day. Apparently words are hard. Call it a day on this particular game. This is also episode 100, so that is decent, in fact, for ending it. It's a nice round number. I like it. So let's just go ahead and build in a few more prisons. I'm not going to be worried too much about cost here because the game is basically over. So we put a prison here. Now we can't fit one here. We can fit one here, and then we can't fit one here. So we're going to have to decide how we want to fill this space. Just a, like, guard station, or perhaps we should fill this in with a radio mast. And the point of this radio mast would be, like, not this big of a radio mast, like this big of a radio mast, would be not to fill in evacuation procedures, but it would be to facilitate police communications, is the idea there. We've also got a bit of space over here, and we can think of something to do with that as well, perhaps. Like, maybe another standard police station? We can't have it adjacent to this toll road, unfortunately. Those are really small. We can actually have one there. Okay. So, now, I didn't do any preparation on, like, I didn't do any planning on how many prisons we can fit in here. This is interesting. Oh, this is a police helicopter depot, not a prison. What am I talking about? Okay, so there's our academic year report there. We did get an academic work for the Pine Institute of Social Sciences, and it's still unrecognized, so we don't have anything that we can do there, and that's just going to take a while. So we'll put in another prison here, and then one over here, and one over here. There is this here that I'm not super happy with, but I guess it'll have to do. Okay. So we've got a little bit of space over here. And clearly, we should fill this in with parks. Are there any that are small enough? Like, parks are relatively large. We could put one here, actually. There we go. I'm sure the prisoners will enjoy their park, and I'm sure that the citizens, who I never built parks for, will also enjoy the fact that prisoners get parks and they don't. Yeah, we can't fit that there, unfortunately. This is a lot of prisons. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, this is police helicopter depot again. What am I doing? We maybe should fit a police helicopter depot in over here, though. Yeah, I'm trying to place it roadside. I guess here we'll do for now, and then we'll revisit the power situation over here, because I don't think... Yeah, this is all connected up now, so this power is now unnecessary. So we'll do something like that. Okay. Sounds great. Now let's get a prison right here, and I'm going to move the police helicopter depot to be immediately adjacent to it. Okay. We can get this road extended down over here. We can do something with this, like maybe a guardhouse over here, which would actually be a police station. And would be... There we go. So we can have a guardhouse there, and maybe another one here. And then, what can we fit here? Maybe parks? Yes. We can actually fit multiple parks here. They get a Japanese garden. Congrats, prisoners. You get a lot of things that maybe you shouldn't. Everyone else in the city is like, why do I have to go to prison to play in a park? Well, if I have to answer that question, then I'm afraid you just wouldn't understand. This is how prisons work. If you want to use a park, you go to prison. That's just how it works. Everyone knows this, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I may be incorrect. We'll put down 2 more prisons here, and then we don't have room up over here. So maybe we should put down a city hall. Why would I put a city hall here? A department store is a little large. Hello, we could actually fit one of these. A cinema. Yeah, prisoners watch movies, right? There you go, prisoners. You guys get to watch a movie. This is going to drive a lot of traffic to our prison, which is actually going to be weird. Like, this is our only cinema. Oh, a Chirpex launch site. We should actually have one of these. Like, over here, maybe. So we would put a road off over here to have a launch site. Like that. Okay, space already occupied, cannot be built on water. The angling is a bit awkward. So we're going to need to expand this territory a little bit. That's okay. We can use some of that soil up that we need to use. There we go. Okay. I think this has got to go. And we need to have this just be straight. So we take that out something like that. Okay, slope too steep, so we need to continue to level this area. Let's have it leveled out at this height. Not enough soil. Okay, we'll go get some from the prison island. So we'll do this. And the water is going to go nuts here, and I just want to watch it. Oh my. Oh, the water in this game is something else. But the flood wall is actually doing its job. Its job is to keep in prisoners, but this is going to be interesting. We might get some flooding over here. But there's the prison island almost done. I want to figure out something to do over here, and we'll probably have some parks up here, actually. So let's go ahead and get a couple more parks in over here. Just random parks. Prisoners love parks. And the public loves it when the prisoners have parks to use, so I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll even double up on some of these. Okay, so the power is now taken out, and we need to come in from a different angle for the power here. So I'm going to remove these power lines. The question is, are we connected? Oh, we actually are. We're fine. Fantastic. I am going to get the prisoners their own crematorium. There we go. Excellent. They get their very own crematorium for funerary purposes. I'm sure that'll make them happy. We have the happiest prisoners. Okay, so we need to have this be smoothed out a little bit more. So let's just get a little bit more space over here. Use up this soil on this launch site. There we go. And there we go. A Chirpex launch site. Fantastic. And it needs power and water. You don't say. Okay, we'll go ahead and build this out to here, and then we'll run the water down to the launch pad like so. The power is actually fine. There we go. So, we need to prepare the launch. And I don't exactly know how this works. We can change the rocket color. But this is kind of, rocket parts are made from processed oil and ore resources, are delivered to the Chirpax launch site to assemble a rocket. When a rocket is assembled and the launch preparations are finished, you can launch it using the button in the launch site panel. Okay. Does this have like a built-in railroad system? No, it does not. We might want to put in a railroad depot specifically for the launch site over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some soil from over here.
This is Jimmy Fry's coming to you from Studio 2. Whoa, whoa!
Let's get this soil.
Looks like someone's horsing around.
Excellent. And I want it to actually be this height. Like this height right here. This road is not equally height, or is not an equal height, so that's going to be interesting. But let's go ahead and then put in a train station here, a cargo train terminal, literally across the road. So right there.
Hello, I'm your host, Al.
And then we just run this in over here, and out over here, like that. We're going to need to reconnect the power. Okay. Get this out of here, and we'll just reconnect the power like so. Excellent. And we've got flooding over here. Of course we do. I should have realized that was going to happen. We'll let this flooding subside, and then we'll deal with the bit of an eyesore we've created.
To meet our newest addition, a three-toed sloth named Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile, and hook you again with her curved toes used to grasp trees in the wild.
That seems to be taking care of itself eventually.
A new type of bird previously identified as a different type of bird.
Just need to wait for the water to leave. And then we can just level this terrain back down about like
we'll look forward to seeing you where the animals
this.
live in rooms painted to look like home.
Yeah, that's too much soil, so we need to place in some more soil over here.
This is Cities
And so we
Radio,
shall.
The best music in the universe.
Okay, there we go. And we'll just take that back like so. And that appears to be fine. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we're going to have more flooding over here. That's to be expected, though. The water will subside. Question then becomes, do we key this area? Maybe. Okay, so we can see that our rocket has a little bit of progress here. But hopefully... Oh my. I knew this would drive traffic to the prison, but this is slightly ridiculous. How much are we getting from the toll booth? Not a huge amount. Where exactly are they? Yeah, they're just... The prison has become a destination for various park-related activities. Oh, that's great. I love it. That is just truly amazing. Everybody is trying to go to the park, and so they go to the prison. I love it. That is tremendous. What is this achievement? This is... Oh, over 70% highly educated. Nice. Should we add another way to get in? No, it's a prison. Why would we do that? That is a terrible idea, objectively. It is glorious, though. I find this to be maybe too hilarious. Like, everybody's trying to go to the park, and the only place we have parks is in the prison. Oh, I love it. I'm too amused by this. This is just hilarious to me. Nobody's visiting the crematorium, though. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Okay, how are we doing over here at the Pine Institute of Social Sciences? Okay. I mean, we're going to get another academic work here. We'll go ahead and give them a grant for one. I think all I want to do, though, is I want to wait until our rocket is ready to launch. I think that's the idea here. Everybody wants to go to the park. So the traffic jam is right here. Hypothetically, what would happen if we made it one way to go into the prison right now? And they go visit the park and then find out that they can't leave. I want to find out. It's hilarious and a dumb idea, but I love it. So we make this one way. They cannot leave. No, this is the wrong way. That's leaving only. No, not that way. No, 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 no. There's no way out of the prison. If you go to the park, you are never leaving. Like this. This is perhaps the dumbest thing that I have ever done. And let's also go ahead and upgrade this to a two-way. Or to a two-lane one-way. They're still going. They're trying to leave, and then they're just despawning here. That is bizarre. Are they going to keep coming in and then just constantly despawn? Or is it going to wait until the ones that already calculated their pathfinding and what they were going to do, until those are through, and then not send any more? That's the real question here. We got to figure out how this AI works. This is certainly rather hilarious, though. And they're just despawning up here. Okay, they're actually not even trying to leave now. If you go to the prison for the parks, well, you're not getting back out again. It's a prison. That's how it works. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, we're getting there on the rocket. Hopefully we'll get more supplies in there relatively quickly. What's this over here? Not enough food. Oh, we need food delivered over here. Okay. Well, that should come in via the trains, in theory. Yeah, they're going to the launch site now, as we continue to construct the rocket. And I think launching the rocket will be the finale for this particular episode and this particular series. This has been an interesting one, though. I've liked this a lot. I might do another Cities Skylines playthrough sometime. I kind of stayed away from it because I didn't think it would be all that interesting. At least in terms of me recording it, I didn't think it would be particularly interesting, but it has been. So I think what I'm going to do is come back to Cities Skylines at some point. I don't know exactly when, and I don't know exactly what it'll look like. I usually like to have a theme to my playthroughs, like how this is Academiopolis, and we're building our 3 colleges. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it would end up looking like, and it would probably have some of the mods. Like, in particular, the ability to control where turn lanes are. That would be Oh, I would love that. So I think I'm going to look into that basically immediately after this. And yeah, I think we'll go for it. But I've already decided that following this in this 10 p.m. slot is going to be Age of Wonders Planetfall, which I haven't played a huge amount of. I literally only bought it like 2 days ago, and I've messed around a tiny amount. But I've come up with some... well, I haven't really come up with ideas, but that's the kind of game where you just kind of go in. It's kind of like a Paradox game. Well, I mean, it is a Paradox game, but it's kind of like a Paradox grand strategy where to some degree you can just go in and let it unfold. A lot of times with the Paradox grand strategies, though, I do have something in mind. Okay, so we are making some slow progress on the Chirpex launch site. Here comes another train, though. Excellent. 2 more deliveries. And another train. 2 more deliveries. So that is certainly making progress. Excellent. We've got the prison pretty much finished up. There's not too much else I want to do with it. We've still got people coming in, even though they definitely can't leave. It has lessened the demand going in there, though. That's for sure. And I'm wondering if they just eventually stop going up there. We charged a lot of cars to enter our... I guess this is a prison-themed theme park now? I don't know. Oh, that would be another great use of the campus-style thing, the ability to make theme parks in your city. That'd be really neat, too. There's just so many things that they can do with that system. And I hope they utilize them properly. Why is the food here going down? I don't know. That's weird. That's very, very weird. I wish we could accelerate time a little bit faster. Maybe there's a mod for that, too. Because this rocket is not building very quickly. And there's not a whole lot else for us to do at this point. I've done pretty much everything that I wanted to. I mean, I'd like to clean up this traffic here and here a little bit more, but without that mod, I don't think there's a whole lot more that I can do. So yeah, I think we're just pretty much waiting on this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this particular video, and I'm just going to let the simulation run for a little bit. I will put in an edit right about now-ish.
The Coast Guard is warning of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents should avoid roads and waterfronts.
A tsunami, huh? Well, that's gonna break everything. Maybe I should just cut right here and just end the series here. We didn't get the Chirpex rocket launched, but I learned how to do it, and with the tsunami coming in, that means that this is going to be a really long episode because it's going to take forever to clean that up. That's a high magnitude tsunami as well. Yeah, you can see the water just receding. Look at that. That's going to hurt. Yeah, I think... Here it comes. I think we'll just watch the mayhem, and then we'll cut it there and call it a series. Like, I mean, we can recover from this. We've done it before. But I want to watch the mayhem. Let's go ahead and evac citizens. Get out of here, anybody who can. This is going to cause a lot of deaths and a lot of damage, and is a great way, I think, to end the series. Let's go up to speed 3 and just watch the mayhem. That's definitely gonna hurt. That harbor has fully collapsed, as expected. Like, we're going to be seeing aftershocks from this for a long time. It is hitting up here. But it's going to be hitting basically along the entire northern portion again. This is basically the same as the last tsunami. Is this really speed 3? Yeah, that's really speed 3. It just feels like it's coming in very slowly. Well, I guess that's how it works sometimes. But hey, the prison should be safe. Oh boy. That prison though. The prison-shaped theme park. But it's it's a prison that's pretending to be a theme park, but it's actually a prison. So, good luck leaving, guys. They just despawn though. It's kind of weird. This is bizarre. Meanwhile, our entire harbor island is virtually underwater right now. It's halfway underwater anyway. Our infrastructure will remain relatively intact, though. So we would be able to recover from this. It would just take probably 4 or 5 episodes again. So yeah, I think this is a fitting way to end the series, all things considered. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and this will be the end of Academiopolis. Yes, indeed it has.
And avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Yep. So yeah, this is the end here. It would be recoverable, but I was planning on ending anyway, so this is kind of... I really think this is a perfect note to end on. Just the cherry on top. I will see you all next time when we are starting up Age of Wonders Planetfall. And, as always, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I'll see you all in Age of Wonders.